cliche "I am your father." No. Hello, this is commentary, review, explanation of my short film 1 year, and this video is to do all three of those for a short film that I made. So before we get into the actual video, I would like to explain about the background of this, short film. So whenever I have some ideas, or because I like watching movies and also watching dramas and whatever, sometimes a lot of ideas come up to my mind. Whenever this idea sounds really interesting, I like to keep it in my phone. Like my phone has like a lot of ideas. It's locked, so you can't get access to it, but still, so for this course, we were supposed to make a video, and I wanted to use this chance to make one of those use one of those ideas that I had. So 1 year was one of that notes that I made for scenarios, and I think 1 year I wrote it after watching a lot of time traveling or time related movies. So that's why I put a lot of emphasis on time. So that was the background story for 1 year, and now let's move on to the actual video. Alright, so this is how the video starts. But before getting into the review, I again strongly recommend watching the actual video first before watching this video, because there's gonna be spoilers, and if you know all the spoilers for this film, it's not gonna be good. Please check the previous video. It might be somewhere here. So now let's move on to the actual video. Well, yeah, I like the first intro. I feel overwhelmed sometimes. Okay, so the first scene of the man wearing green jacket is my friend, but I only showed only the back, so that when the camera angle changes, I can act as that person as well. So as you can see here, I have put some makeup so that I can look like an old man.
Tell you a story.
Okay, so my main focus and the aim for this film was, or the actual story was to keep the viewers or the readers, I didn't know what was my who was my target, but I wanted to, when I actually wrote the script in full detail, I wanted to keep the story as interesting as possible, so that the viewers or the reader, whatever, can stay till last. So by that old man saying, "Let me tell you a story," it moves on to another story. So the viewers are wondering, okay, why is he suddenly talking about this story? And one of the things that I am quite disappointed is that, yes, this is sort of one-man job. I asked my friend to act for this video, but still I did the filming, editing and everything, writing. So I myself is acting as more than acting as 3 characters. My friends are acting as 2 characters. So later I will explain how that works.
A watchmaker.
Okay, so for this watch thing is very important in this film. It's almost like, that toy, You know that thing that they used in the movie Inception? This watch almost works as that kind of it has similar function, so it's moving around a lot. So like that's one of the main point or something that you could like look for throughout the movie, from whom to whom the watch is like passing on to. So that will add a bit of okay. So this alpaca scene, like again I apologize for alpaca fans, but in the original script it this mysterious man was about to get hit by a car, but then I realized that I have set the time period as 19th century, so unless like I go to the museum I wouldn't be able to get, you know, those like old automobile. So I thought about doing other stuff like where his life is threatened, but in the end like I just thought like let's add a bit of more fictional part into the story. So the only doll that I have in my room is alpaca, so I just use alpaca as like this evil monster. I had to go up to random people to like get these scenes like where I just shake hands. Like I went up to them so awkwardly like, can I take this footage where I shake your hand, and they were like looking at me so strangely, like shaking hands, like not even my face. So that was a bit awkward.
Studied and did
Now you can see like watch like sort of moving.
whatever he wanted.
Okay, so the movie ends like that. So there's certain things that I want to point out. So it might have been a bit confusing because so I am pretty much acting as William, the old guy who is telling the story, and second that Steve. So I don't know if it was clear. Steve is the son of William. So in the very beginning of the video, Steve is asking him, William, like, why are you so nice to me? Like, you were paying for all this. And then, so William sort of explained that I am your, like, dad in indirect way. Like, I could have made it more obvious that William is the father of Steve, but I didn't want to, you know, put in that, like cliche, I am your father. No. Yes. I want it to be more subtle, to give more dramatical effect. Another thing that, like, the reason why I emphasize on the, like, from where to where the watch is like going or moving, was because at the very beginning, like when like the story begins, young William is wearing the watch. In later, like in the middle of the story, he passes the watch to random guy, and then it disappears. And then when he saw like father of Laura, James, dead, like the watch is sticking out of like his pocket. Like, so William was basically watchmaker, like he makes his own watch, so he knows that this watch is belongs to him. I mean, like, it's his like creation, so he must have noticed. So realizing all those stuff, like I have took away James's like life, his happiness, and I betrayed the my lover's like trust, sort of like that. So that's why he left. But then when the story comes back to present day, you see that the son, Steve, is the one that is wearing the watch, which means that somehow, maybe, probably, Laura kept the watch after her father's death, and then pass the watch to Steve, her son. First of all, this is marketing project basically. So one thing that I focused most on was the story. Like I wanted to keep the story as interesting as possible so that the viewer stays till the end. That's why I have made things subtle. I have left some clues at the beginning so they can like find out what's going on at the end. I was hoping that this would keep the viewers till the end. I have added some humors like my friends dressing up as Laura and stuff. And the other thing is the editing. I have focused a lot on editing so that like one of the things that I focused most was distinguishing the character, the timeline by putting like adding the gray color, like lowering the saturation and adding some noise into the video. And the other thing was some thumbnail that I'm gonna add to for this video. So yes, this is the first scene, and if you can see, I have added like two Laurel, Olive Laurel. If you type short film on YouTube, you would see a lot of short films having those award, like credit by like Academy Award winning and stuff. I mean, like I made short film myself, and I wanted to drag more attention so that it increased the clicking rate, and I also wanted to add some humor. Obviously, I haven't won any like actual prize or award, but like it is fact that my parents like like you did a good job like after me showing this movie to them. And like I show like first of all this story, like before making this video I have read out the script to my friends and they said, oh, it's not too bad, like I think it's quite interesting. So I haven't added anything that is lie or like I'm not trying to like fake or doing like forgery, but like I had to do something to attract viewers, attraction, and thumbnail is the very first thing that is exposed to the viewers. And then like once the viewers see these like Olive Royale, they instantly know what it's about, like without reading the actual things in the middle. Like they would think, oh, like this film won a award, like it must be good. So I wanted to drag that kind of effect. Like if this things become like become a problem, like I should probably change the thumbnail. Yeah, so this short film not only includes like I focus on like providing good story, like I hope it was a good story, but also I have tried to add in a lot of like those like strategy and tactics that I learned in marketing courses, and while like things that I've learned from editing videos. So yeah, like I have made this video so that it can clear some of the like things that weren't very obvious. So I hope it explained all of the like queries that you had while watching the first video. Thanks for watching the videos, and this is the end of the review.